There's a pretty
Pokemon
cool
quiz. When are we doing this
we can
Pokemon
Pokemon quiz. Look, I have it. I'm
10
ready
minutes,
whenever
right?
you guys are ready. I'm just gonna split screen here. I need to get another screen so bad if we're gonna do this. But regardless.
Wait! I will lose the timing. Look. It's the same voice.
Oh my god.
You see? Okay. It was just this. Sorry. Go ahead.
So weird because I feel like my own voice. I don't know what I sound like. Like in my mind, I sound like a man. Like I
Yeah,
have
but
like a
it's
like-
pretty common, right? Because you hear your voice inside your school, so you hear kind of different.
yeah. Yeah, it's weird. Have you ever worn the headphones that like conduct the music through your jawline?
What?
Like, yeah, so when you swim, they make these things like that are water headphones, and they basically are like they hook on to here on your jaw, and they vibrate the sound, and you're able to hear the music even though the music isn't actually playing.
What the hell?
Like
I
because it
didn't.
transmits it through like your jaw, like, and it goes to your inner ear. So when you're swimming, you're able to hear the music.
What is the name? You know the name of this type of
Yeah,
phone?
they're called jawbone headphones.
Oh, I found it. What the hell?
Yeah, they're used for like aquatic things, like because like you can't put something in your ear, obviously it'll just fall out if it's in the water. So they like strap on and then press on here and conduct the sound. They work better in water. Like they don't work very well outside of water because like the air doesn't like carry the vibration the same way. Okay. Are we gonna do this? Should I put my announcer voice on here? All right.
I think we should. Yeah.
Sorry, I will not interrupt anymore. Go ahead.
No, I don't think it's about interrupting, but I think I have to like get into it. I think mentally here, like.
What happened?
Nothing.
I was saying that you need to get a real avatar. All right, everyone. Welcome to our first episode of PokeGo or PokeKnow, our multiple choice quiz for Pokemon. Now, question 1. What were the first game versions ever released? A, red and green. B, red and yellow. C, green and blue. D, red and blue.
What was A again?
A, red and green. B, red and yellow. C, green and blue. D, red and blue. Fortescue, answer locked in. A.
Actually, I have a question about your question. Are you talking about like releasing, first release here or first release in Japan? Because they actually are.
I am going to reread the question as they are phrased very carefully. What were the first game versions released?
In this case, I need to change my answer. Can you repeat?
A, red and green. B, red and yellow.
Yeah,
C,
no.
Green and blue.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, are we both locked in with
No, I'm not locked in. I don't remember the order.
I think so. I think it was green and red. It was either green and red or green and blue.
Because green does not exist here. Like green is fake here,
but it was the Japanese released green first. I was actually looking at it recently on somewhere. That's why I know. The original, there was actually like 4 of them originally released. It was in Japan, but yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I know that they planned to have the pink as well, but yeah.
I know it was green. I know one of them was green, and I think Charizard red. So far away.
Yeah, it's red. I don't know if the Japanese have the blue one at first. That's my problem, because here I know that it was red and blue, but there. I don't think I also think that it's red and blue and green come after. I don't know. I'm locking in. I give up.
I'll check again later. But yeah, thank you for the answer. Thank you for the points. Sorry.
Now, if you cut out, for every time you cut out going forward, you're gonna lose a point. That's Bruno's new rule.
No. Bruno puts half a point. Just half a point.
Half a
Hey,
point.
no.
Okay.
Thank
All
you.
right. So the correct answer is red and green. Red and green were only released in Japan.
Yep.
They were the first editions ever released, and the following games that were released to everyone else were based off of those original releases, but were not exactly the same.
On the version here, like the red cartridge is red, and the blue, it's blue. It's on the color. But the Japanese version, all of them are gray. So it's kind of sad because a lot of people try to buy the green version on Japan, but the cartridge is actually gray. So it's kind of sad because you have a collection of one red, one blue, and one gray.
Yeah, I've seen
Yeah,
that too.
Like
kinda
Japanese
cool,
cartridge
though.
are all in gray. So yeah.
Oh, fuck. Okay. All right. So moving on, you guys. We are now with a score of CJ has 2 points in the audience. Bruno has 1 point. And Fortescue has 2 points. Now, the next question. Pokemon Red and Green were the first versions released in Japan. What year were they released? A, 1996, B, 1997, C, 1994, D, 1991.
This is easy. I know because of doiq.
Yeah, I also know this one too.
Wait, why because of doiq?
Because I need to study Pokemon.
Okay.
Just because of
I've seen these recently. I saw the original Game Boy games listed. That's why I know this randomly. I literally saw it today, and it's so clear in my mind. I can picture them and everything. So we'll take the 1996. Thank you very much.
Okay, everybody got this one correct. A, 1996 is the year that the red and green were released in Japan. So CJ is killing it. Ford is killing it. Bruno, you got a little catch up to do here.
Don't worry.
Okay. Now, next question. This Pokemon is controlled entirely by the mushroom on its back. The host is just a zombie being controlled. A, Parasect. B, Breloom. C, Paris. D, Fungus.
What was A again and B?
A, Parasect.
Actually, repeat all the answers. Repeat all the answers, sorry.
B, A, Parasect. B, Breloom. C, Paris. D, Fungus.
Can you repeat one more time?
One more.
A, Parasect. B, Breloom. C, Paris. D, Fungus.
Locked in.
Locked
me
in?
too.
Everybody locked in? All right. Now, A, Parasect is the correct answer. Good job, everyone. Bonus question. What changes in physical qualities happen between Paris and Parasect, between the evolutions, that indicate this?
It
What?
loses
I didn't
it
understand.
loses the mushrooms off its back. It loses the 2 mushrooms. Yeah, it does. That's how you that's how you harvest the mushrooms, bro.
No, but like just physical. So I think it's because like the pupils, the iris, I don't know, the black part of the eye just disappear. Like he don't have minds anymore. So
There
Bro,
you
what
go.
do you
He
mean?
has eyes as Paris. He has pupils. However, his brain has been taken over and the mushrooms don't go away on his back. One mushroom goes away. The other mushroom becomes his back and is controlling his brain. Therefore, his pupils disappear.
This is kind of anime thing. If you don't have like brain, they just delete your
No, I've seen it. There's an episode
shine
where
in your eyes.
Ash, there's a Paris, and it evolved into Parasect, and obviously you see the eyes kind of build like red, and it's like black, and I know the eyes are red and black, and that's why obviously that's the one that's fucking taken over.
The eyes, even on the cards, are white and blank on Parasect.
Yeah.
They have a pupil on Paris, but they're blank. It's just a white hollow eye on Parasect. It's an indication that the mushroom.
Telling you that he
back
still has the mushrooms. Mushrooms go bye bye on his back, though. I'm telling you.
Yeah. He has one mushroom on his back. It becomes his back. I can pull up photos to show you. He has two mushrooms as Paris. One takes over and becomes his back.
It becomes a mushroom. No, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Okay, so let's see. That would be a bonus point to Bruno.
Let's
We
go.
didn't get an answer for CJ on this one, but I know CJ is going to jump back in. So now, everyone knows Pikachu as Ash's main companion. However, who was originally supposed to be his main Pokemon? A, Clefable. B, Rhydon. C, Meowth. D, Charmander.
Lock it in.
Are you locked in, Florida?
Now I am.
Okay. Do you want me to repeat the options or anything, or you're good?
If I'm wrong, I'll
Yeah.
explain my logic.
Yeah, and look, there is some discrepancy here as to, like, in the records I read about whether this answer is the answer or it's this evolution. It's not entirely clear, but it is of the same species of Pokemon. The answer is A, Clefable or Clefairy. It
Let's go! Let's fucking go!
Yeah, but the answer is A. Originally, Clefairy, and then, eventually Clefable was supposed to be the mascot and the main Pokemon. It was later switched out to be Pikachu.
Yeah, like the reason.
The mascot.
Yeah,
I thought you said the starter.
The main Pokemon, like the the main Pokemon. I said everyone knows Pikachu as Ash's main companion. However, who was supposed to be his main Pokemon originally?
Yeah, but in the anime, he was meant to pick Bulbasaur, Charmander, or Squirtle.
Understood.
But
thinking. When they were designing the game,
that's why I wasn't that, because we referenced Ash, and so my mind went to Ash and who he was picking. And he was never meant to get Pikachu, and that's what I thought you were saying, because you were saying like, okay, Ash gets Pikachu, but then like I was like, what the fuck, Clefable? No, Rhydon, no. Like Professor Oak doesn't have any of those Pokemon, and logically it has to be Charmander. And in the anime, I was like, hang on, he doesn't even pick Charmander in the anime. He goes for Bulbasaur, I think, first. He's like, I choose you, Bulbasaur, and then there's like this Pokeball's empty, and then he goes through all the Pokeballs and they're all fucking empty. But anyway,
yeah, so I follow the logic because I understand the question. Like, if it's not Pikachu, the face of Pokemon, who should be? Because I know that the original planet should have like the Pokemon Yellow and the Pokemon Pink, and Pink it will be with Clefairy. It's because of this that I choose A, because I know that Clefairy was important at some time.
Look, CJ is the one that has the real Pokemon knowledge here, I will say, because he even clarified that technically it was supposed to be Clefairy, not Clefable, because Clefable is the evolution. Yeah, like he is on that shit. Like,
hey, there you go.
Okay, let's see. Now, going on, we have a point for Bruno, no point for Fortescue. And let's see. Now, okay. Which Pokemon's balloon-like body allows it to float by inhaling air? A, Jigglypuff. B, Piplup. C. Whalmer. D. Clefairy.
An idea.
It was Jigglypuff. What was the answers again?
A. Jigglypuff. B. Piplup. C.
Oh, Piplup.
Whalmer. D. Clefairy.
All right, I'm locked in.
Yeah, as well.
Locked in? All right, good job, you guys. Jigglypuff is the correct answer. Now.
Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it in the anime.
This helped
that
me.
thing.
Like the logic that I follow was like the ultimate from Super Smash Bros. Because Jigglypuff just become like giant and goes like air fluid. But yeah, but I didn't know this one. It was lucky.
Wait, how did you know it, Florida? I knew it from the anime.
Yeah, I said the anime.
Oh, okay. CJ, how are you getting all of these? You're fucking killing it.
Is he just looking it up? CJ,
He might be. Look, he might be, but the
Cheeky
fact
CJ.
that he clarified that it was Clefairy, like, and he did it so fast that, like, maybe he's just really good at typing, but he was the first one to answer before I even, like, finished, like, saying anything. So I think he knows. Like, CJ, if you're cheating, tell us. Okay. This Pokemon is said to throw 500 punches in a single second. A. Hitmonlee. B. Machamp. C. Blaziken. D. Primeape. Yeah, CJ, I thought so. You were just too quick. You were answering too quick to be typing my words into Chat GPT.
Can you repeat?
Yeah. I'd like a repeat of that. Punches in a single second. Yeah. 500.
This Pokemon is said to throw 500 punches in a single second. Hitmonlee, A. B. Machamp. C. Blaziken. D. Primeape.
I love Blaziken.
Yeah, but Blaziken is more like a kick guy. That was I'm thinking. Same thing with Hitmonlee, right? Like, because Hitmonchan is the one that punches, so. I like monkeys. That's my reason. So,
I like monkeys.
Well, Machamp has 4 arms, and reasonably speaking, I think Machamp is going to win. Having 4 arms.
He's big, right? He's.
But if you think about it like this, I'm throwing.
Wait. Before you guys make your arguments, are you guys locked in? You should lock in your answers. Okay, now make your arguments.
Yeah, you got 4 arms, and he's muscly as fuck.
Yeah, but so if you have a lot of muscles, you are kind of slow, you know. So I cannot like he can be a JoJo character, and like no. But I can imagine I'm a champ doing that.
He has 4 arms
for me.
And 500 in a second. And there's no Hitmonchan. I was listening for Hitmonchan.
Yeah, me too.
If there was a Hitmonchan, I would have been very torn between Machamp and Hitmonchan. But
yeah,
here we are.
Me too. Like Hitmonchan was the best. But yeah, let's go.
Okay, B is the correct answer. Good job, CJ and Fortescue. Machamp is the correct answer. All right.
4 arms. And he's the size of.
We are all tied up right now, 6 points each. So it is anyone's game at this point. This Pokemon can breed with almost any species except legendaries. A. Mewtwo. B. Mew. C. Ditto. D. Chansey.
Lock it in.
Locked in.
I'm going to wait, see if CJ has an answer. Do you guys have any arguments as to why this is the right answer?
Mew could also
because I played the game. Just
same. I've never actually tried breeding with Mew, to be fair, but Ditto's the go-to breeder.
Yeah, like it's actually like a crime what we do with Jiro. We just like lock him there. It's like, no, you breed with everybody. So yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, you guys nailed it. C, ditto is the correct answer.
Let's
Now,
go.
let's see. We gotta get a better scoring system here. 7-7, everyone. We are all tied up. All right, let's see. Now, which Pokemon is said to contain the DNA of every single other Pokemon? A, Snorlax. B, Mew. C, Ditto. D, Pikachu. Are we locked in?
Locked in.
Yep.
Okay.
I hope that I'm right because the reason it's pretty stupid.
I know this
I'd
one.
like to hear the reasoning before I give the answer.
I know that Mew it's kind of the father of all Pokemon, so it would make sense. But Jito also
Yes.
makes sense. But Jito was the previous answer, so cannot be Jito again. So I'm just putting Mew.
That
This
was
is
my
like
reasoning.
game theory. You're like I answered A on the last 3 questions, so it can't be.
Yeah. I did this on school my entire life, so yeah.
That explains a lot,
That's my
Bruno.
theory.
Well, in the anime, they when they speak about in the Pokemon 2000 movie, when there's no in the Mewtwo Strikes Back movie, when they travel to the
Best one.
island and Mewtwo has the headset on and stuff, you know that one, and there's the war between the
Yeah.
clone Pokemon and the real Pokemon. In the prologue of that, they actually talk that they're in the cave and they find Mew's DNA and they say it's like the original DNA, Pokemon DNA or something like that. That was what I was thinking of for Mew, and why it would be Mew.
Yeah, like on Pokemon lore, Mew created all the other Pokemon.
CJ, you have a guess for this one before I give the answer? Which Pokemon is said to contain the DNA of every single Pokemon?
Meow. Oh, because Mew can also transform as well into. No, it's Mew.
Yeah.
It's Mew because in the anime he also does this funny thing where he imitates Pikachu and he copies Pikachu and he's
Okay. All right. Good job, you guys. B is the correct answer, Mew. You have
I knew.
tied everything up with 8 points each, and I need these to get harder. Otherwise, it's going to be a real close game. All right. Which Pokemon is said to appear to lost travelers during snowstorms, guiding them to safety?
Ooh.
A, Spheal. B, Swine.
I think I know.
C, Obama Snow. D, Articuno.
Can you repeat?
Which Pokemon is said to appear to lost travelers during snowstorms, guiding them to safety? A, Spheal. B, Swine.
I'm locked in.
C, Obama Snow. D, Articuno.
What is the first one?
Spheal.
I don't even know which Pokemon
It's
is this.
the
Spheal's the
Seal
round
one.
ball. It's the round ball.
It's the seal. It's based off like a harbor.
Oh, okay.
But it's spelled so
Okay, the
weird.
next one.
Spheal, because it's like a PH. It's like,
Phew, okay.
look,
okay.
also, guys,
Yes.
cut me some slack. I've like read every one of these names 100 times, but also have like never said them out loud. So I'm trying my best if they are.
Yeah, no, because I was trying to search because I was like, man, what is the face of this Pokemon? And I was not knowing how to type, but now I understand. Can you repeat now the answers again?
Yeah.
Please?
A, Spheal. B, Swine. C, Obama Snow. D, Articuno.
I'm locked in.
Okay. I also
agree
have
my
these
logic.
all written out so
No one
nicely,
makes sense.
And I just, the thing is I don't know how to put it on this screen and still have all of us to clip in. So I have to like find a better way to do this in the future.
Okay.
Okay, is everybody locked in?
Yep, this one was easy. I'll
Wait.
tell you why.
Mumble swine is not B, right? Because I'm certain that it's not mumble swine and not like
No,
Articuno.
pillow swine. Pillow
Uh,
swine.
Going by elimination. Pillow swine. Yeah, okay.
I'll tell you why. Because Morty is in Pokemon Crystal or Pokemon Silver or Gold. His last Pokemon is a pillow swine. And he is the ice type gym leader as well. And like it just and he fucking has a move like what's it, hail or something? And I'm pretty sure on the anime his pillow swine like guides him through some snow thing or something like that. So it just makes sense to me.
My logic is like Articuno is flying, so does not make sense. The other one, it's not built for snowstorms. Yeah, and like Momo Swine is too big. I don't know how he will pass like throughout the tree. So yeah, let's get one evolution back, and yeah, that's my logic here.
It'd be so funny if it was spheal and it was just like a fat blubbering thing on the snow, like guiding you.
Just rolling down.
Like you need to wait.
Okay, look, the correct answer, you are gonna be so disappointed, is D, Articuno. Articuno is famous for appearing in blizzards and snowstorms and guiding people back to safety.
How? These do not make sense. Like, it's a bird, so if fly, you cannot see anymore. And it's too big, cannot even walk through all the trees. These do not make sense.
It's a legendary as well. Legendary Pokemon are infamous for, like, not being helpful.
Yeah, it will be kind of easy for you to capture one Articuno if
I'll just get lost.
Easy like that.
I'm just gonna get lost.
Yeah.
Okay, now nobody gets a point for this one. I thought CJ might outcompete you guys, but I think he stopped playing. But nobody gets a point for this one.
Oh no.
Now, which Pokemon carries the skull of its deceased mother as cries at the moon? As it cries to the moon. Which Pokemon carries the skull of its deceased mother as it cries to the moon? A, Cubone. B, Dewskull. C, Marowak. D, Kangaskhan. Kangaskhan. I can't say that. A, Cubone. B, Dewskull. A, Cubone. B, Dewskull. C, Marowak. D, Kangaskhan.
Locked in.
All right. Everybody locked in?
Yeah, me too. Yep.
Okay. How do you know the answer to this one?
It's easy.
Yeah, because it's creepy lore.
Yeah.
I know creepy lore. Just like that balloon who tried to kidnap children. I know creepy lore, so yeah.
I'm not going to say anything, Bruno. I would hold on to that information very close to your chest if I were you.
Nice. Thank you.
Okay, good job, you guys. A is the correct answer. You both get a point for this one. Tied at 9 points each right now. Someone's making a really weird noise.
That might have been me.
Yeah, probably. Okay, now which Pokemon has 3 separate personalities working together in one body? A, Dugtrio. B, Dodrio. C, Combee. D, Magneton. A, Dugtrio. B, Dodrio. C, Combee. D, Magneton. Is everyone locked in?
B.
Yep.
Any reasoning here? They all have...
In the anime, there's an episode where there's a farmer guy and Ash races him and he's racing on a Rapidash. Ash is racing on a Rapidash, and the guy is racing on a Dodrio. And then there's a event basically in the obstacle course that they're doing where the Pokemon have to finish the food, and all three heads start arguing with each other.
No, I know because of memes and creepy stuff. Because like one head's male, the other is female, and when they are on the previous evolution. So how they like reproduce themselves. So this is kind of strange. And yeah, there's a lot to think about. So yeah, it's because of this that I know.
That's kind of cool.
Okay. Yeah, that's a weird one. All right. Well, you are both correct. Dodrio is the correct answer. While all of them have 3 parts, it is the only one that has 3 distinct personalities between those parts.
Yeah, Dugtrio is just an angry 3-headed Diglett. It's so funny.
Yeah, I don't know the news because you guys know that new Dugtrio that have like different haircuts on each head. I don't know if they think like different, but yeah, at least they have different hair. So
They have different hair. You think they style it themselves, or you think it grows that way?
I don't know, but they one of those has a cutting hair. So yeah, probably it's
Has
the one
what
that
hair?
I like, so. You know, like those old ladies in America who want to see the manager.
Oh, Karen hair.
Yeah, this thing.
Oh, got you. Yeah, when you say that, you have to say it like the most whiny word ever. You have to say like the A really long because it like if I just said Karen as like a name, okay, but if I'm saying it like the meme of Karen, I like emphasize the A.
Sense.
I go like Karen, like, oh, that's a Karen.
Makes
thing.
sense. Makes sense.
Oh man. Okay, so what Pokemon's cry is said to echo through Lavender Town when a soul is lost? What Pokemon's cry is said to echo through Lavender Town when a soul is lost? A. Cubone. B. Dewskull. C. Haunter. D. Ghastly. A. Cubone. B. Dewskull. C. Haunter. D. Ghastly.
I will just wait, edit. Fuck.
Yeah, I think
It's my cry who echoes on Lavender Town.
I have a reasoning for this as well, why I changed my answer.
Okay, is everyone locked in?
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
you sure you're locked in?
No, I'm just thinking about changing the evolution, just changing like to Ghastly to Hunter, but I don't know. There's no such big reason behind, so I will let like.
I have a theory though. I think I know because in Lavender Town, in the original Game Boy, I think you can hear Ghastly crying randomly. But Cubone was the center of attention in Lavender Town. And his cry was always I feel it's Ghastly.
Yeah, because like my reason again, Cubone was the last one, so I don't think it will be Cubone.
And Haunter's cry is like not even a cry. It's like,
yeah, Haunter would laugh, right? That's my thing.
Ghastly's
so,
like,
yeah.
yeah.
But we call any sound of Pokemon as cries as the sound effect. So that was what would get me confused. So yeah, but I was just lock in Ghastly. So
all right, are we locked in for Ghastly for both of you?
Yep.
Okay. You're both horribly wrong. Cubone. A.
I knew. Fucking
oh no, Cubone!
It was right. Yes, originally was right.
My lord.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he cries out of sadness, and it can be heard all through Lavender Town, obviously for his deceased mother.
But this is fake because you just It's the only thing that you hear in Lavender Tower. You cannot hear
Oh my
anything else. So just that cursed music. So this is fake. But okay.
All right, no points for anyone on that one. Now let's
Fuck.
see. Okay.
Cubon.
was
The
right
next one is Cubon as well. 3 in a row.
originally.
Cubon.
What?
Oh, I originally put A.
I know. That's why I was double checking that everyone was locked in. I was trying to give you guys a second chance to correct your answers.
Did you die?
All right.
Let's go.
Which Pokemon can lick a person's soul and potentially kill them?
Whoa.
A. Shelder. B. Gengar. C. Haunter. D. Lickitung.
Oh, wrong one.
Repeat the answers, please.
Let's see.
A. Shelder. B. Gengar. C. Haunter. D. Lickitung.
Potentially kill them. I know it's between B or C. Because shoulders.
Yeah, me too.
But see, I have a theory on why you're right, Bruno.
Mine is the most stupidest possible. So
Mine is kind of stupid as well.
nice. Probably it's the same.
But then there's also a logical one that I have as well. No, I think I Haunter C, correct?
Mm-hmm. A. Shelder. B. Gengar. C. Haunter. D. Lickitung.
I think it's Haunter.
C.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
But
locked
Gengar
in.
isn't known for licking. Gengar is known for dreaming and then making like nightmares.
I would Google a Gengar plushie and I would reconsider you thinking that it is not known for licking. It's move A.
No.
They literally make plushies
Oh,
that have like the longest Gengar tongues, just for the record, because
But
lick
that's
is his
because-
move, and lick and draws the enemy closer for Gengar, allowing him to damage more, according to the actual lore. But go ahead.
no, but one question. Wait, now I got confused. C is Hunter, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I haven't told you if you're right or wrong. I'm just curious
Okay.
to see what you guys think.
No. Just no, because I'm double down Hunter because of the stupid reason. So
Wait, but what's the stupid reason here? I'm curious.
I'm pretty sure that on the first opening of Pokemon shows like a Hunter leaking a Charmander just because of that.
Yeah, it does. That was my thing too. It literally haunts you licking it.
Aha! I knew it.
And
That
Joanne
was the
does it
same.
to his face.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't like that at all.
Exactly. That's my reason.
While many Pokemon in this series can lick things, you guys are right. C. Haunter is the correct answer because he is specifically known for being able to suck a person's life force or soul through his lick, unlike other Pokemon. So good job.
There you go.
1 point each.
Yeah, Gengar is more known for hypnosis and nightmare kind of things. In like
And eating people with his mega game.
He does have lick, but it's different. It's to draw the enemy closer to be able to do things to it. It's not specifically to suck its life force out. Okay. Next question. What Pokemon's Pokédex entry mentions it kidnapping children? What Pokemon's Pokédex entry mentions it kidnapping children? A. Hypno. B. Gengar. C. Haunter. D. Lickitung.
Wait, can you repeat?
What?
A. Hypno.
Like the question?
Oh, yeah.
No, the question.
Which Pokemon's Pokédex entry mentions it kidnapping children?
Okay, so there's
A. Hypno. B. Gengar. C. Haunter. D. Lickitung. Are we locked in?
No.
Mm-hmm. I'm lucky.
I don't know. This is process of elimination for me. Lickitung Impossible,
No,
Haunter Gengar aren't known for stealing children. They're just known for freaking the fuck out of everyone, and and Hypno's like he hypnotizes people and takes them away. That makes sense.
Bruno, do you have any reasoning here?
it's again creepy facts. I know this one, so
Yeah, this is
Yes,
correct.
you
You
do.
guys are both correct. Hypno is the correct answer, and it is in his Pokédex entry that children often go missing. I also believe, and I could be wrong about this, but in the anime, in Lavender Tower, if I remember correctly, there's like a poster, or there are like posters that say like missing kids or something like that.
I got an extra point if I put another Pokemon who tried to kidnap children.
No,
I will give you an extra point for that if you can name it. You also
No.
have the opportunity for it.
Drifloon does this,
oh really?
He wants to like
Drifloon?
DRIFL. Yeah, this
Oh,
one.
like little balloon
I
one.
don't know the correct pronunciation. Yeah, like he tries to kidnap children, but he's just a balloon. He cannot have strength enough to like carry the children.
That is
He
such a
actually
fucking
tries to.
cop out, Bruno. I don't know if I'm giving you an extra point for that because he tried.
But I said that I will name someone who tries to
Okay,
kidnap. I
look.
never say who kidnaps.
Look, I'm giving
I
you the
say who
point, but
tries.
I'm also telling you to fucking watch yourself going forward with those fucking. All right.
But I said that I was trying.
Don't worry, there's a lot
Trying,
more
but okay,
bonus
let's
points
go.
we're gonna have also coming up. So, all right. Now, which fairy type Pokemon is said to have come to Earth on a meteor? Which fairy type Pokemon is said to have come to Earth on a meteor? A. Clefairy. B. Piplup. C. Togepi. D. Dragonair. This should be pretty easy if you guys know your types to at least narrow it down.
Oh, thank you. Because I was like, man, Dragonair is it's fairy and like Piplup as well. I was very confused.
No, this
Dragonair's
one should be
dragon.
pretty easy. Yeah, it should be pretty easy.
Yeah, no, but I'm lucky.
Okay, is everyone locked in?
Yep.
Okay. A. Clefairy is the correct answer. What is your guys' reasoning? Do you remember this? Do you know this from the anime or?
So
I just knew it. This was random facts.
yeah, this one's from the Game Boy for me because in Mount Moon, the rarest Pokemon is Clefairy, and there's a guy or Team Rocket are like hunting for the Moon Pokemon or like something like that, but they're also hunting for the Moonstone as well. And Clefairy is associated with the Moonstone. That was my reasoning.
And
Probably I know this because again, those videos of like why Clefairy should be like one of the first.
you should know
major
it from the
Pokemon, so.
games. If I remember correctly, if you go down into the caverns, like underneath the town, then you'll run into a place around the lake, and there's a thing where you can activate it. And I don't remember how you activate it, but you can get the Clefairies to circle around this lake and do the moon dance. And it's because they come from outer space, and it's like their sacred thing to the gods or whatever. In case anyone was wondering.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to remember. Actually, I think is one time that I was talking with my friend that Deoxys is an alien, and he said, "But well, Clefairy as well." I was like, "What the
Yeah,
fuck?"
Deoxys is
So, yeah,
one that's
probably
not talked
because of
about
that.
like a lot at all. It just kind of appeared in Ruby and Sapphire. I remember that was like when me and my mates would try and break the game, and there were like cheats of like if you walk off the island this way and then go head west for 2 hours, then you would be able to come across Deoxys, and that never happened. But
Yeah, no, there's a lot of myths. So that time,
yeah, it was like event poke. It was event based though.
Like,
You'd
you
have to
were
go to
the
like an
trick.
event, get the mystery gift or something, enter a code, and then you'd be able to get the pass. which would then like take you on like one of those ships, like in the games, you'd be able to travel to another island, like the Game Boy games. You travel to another island on the boat and stuff. Like you'd be able to go and use a different type of ticket, and then basically go to the island and catch it. It was like event based, and it was like basically in Japan and stuff, I believe.
Yeah, as always, like they exclude everyone.
Yeah.
Excluded.
Yeah, look, I think a lot of like that card that we got recently, like it's all like event based.
Yep.
Gonna cut this out of the stream later. My boobs are not good.
Nice.
It's really hard to be a girl with boobs that are big because sometimes they look uneven. Fuck you guys. We're cutting that out of the stream later, but that's definitely something that
For this face. Oh my god. We should not cut after that. This should become just like a clip by itself. So.
that laugh that Fortin just did. Oh man. Okay. I'm the one blushing now. Okay. Which Pokemon evolves by use of a water stone but becomes part fighting type? A. Machop. B. Hitmonchan. C. Psyduck. D. Poliwhirl.
Locked in.
What is the first one?
A. Machop. B. Hitmonchan. C. Psyduck. D. Poliwhirl. Hi, Saki
There's
Wacky.
just what?
I love that name, honestly. So good. And yes, I am clearly the only one brave enough to show my face, but hey.
I just don't want to like steal your shiny.
This is my real face.
Everyone will just look at me. Yeah. I prefer for this answer. But my reason behind this answer is because it's the only one possible. There's not other water fighting
Cinnabar
types.
Island Gym, Poliwrath.
I didn't know the answer.
Yeah, it's Poliwrath is the answer. Or the Pokemon is Poliwrath. Because Blaine, that's not Blaine. Who's the guy in Cianwood?
Well, no. I would like to phrase the question because all of these fit the question, which is which Pokemon evolves by use of a water stone but becomes part fighting type?
Yeah,
but there's only one on the option. So I didn't know that was Poliwrath, but it's the only one with those typing on the answer. So
I'm gonna lock you guys in here because you're both correct. But what I will say is, Forda, Poliwhirl is the one that evolves. Poliwrath is what it evolves into. I did not miswrite the question.
No, the answer is like Poliwrath is like the guy that is water and fighting.
The answer is Poliwhirl.
I know the answer is Poliwhirl.
Okay.
I'm just saying, like in some trivia, that the Pokemon that he evolved into is Poliwrath, and he is water and fighting, and he's used by a guy it's across the water from Olivine City, I believe. He's like this. It's called Chuck. Chuck's Poliwrath.
What?
Yeah, bro.
Just Chuck?
Check it out. Check out Chuck. I believe it's Chuck's Poliwrath.
Chuck's Poliwrath.
I'm being serious.
Like, Chuck is such a funny name. Like,
can someone bring this up and confirm for me?
Chuck Poliwrath. I'm looking up. Wait.
Yeah, it's Chuck.
Yeah, his name is Chuck.
Yep. Thank you.
You have like a cool mustache. I want to be like.
Oh, this guy looks like Chuck. Like if you showed me this guy and you said come up with a name, I would probably say Chuck. Like
it's because he has a big Poliwrath, and the big Poliwrath throws big boulders around in the gym, and so they like chuck boulders around.
What?
Okay, you guys. Next. And wait.
Just one point. Like I was searching about this guy. And I like the name of his wife is Chuck's wife.
Shucks.
She didn't have a name.
Because she gives you fly. She gives you fly, and she's like, "Oh, my husband, he's been in the gym for so long. He trains so much. I need someone to take him down a peg." And then you take him down a peg, and then she's like, "Thank you. Here's fly."
Oh, I'm giving you
Yeah.
a bonus point for knowing that because that's the best shit ever.
This is very specific.
It's so
Yeah.
specific.
It's pretty funny, honestly. I think that it's not what she says exactly, but she's like, he's so full of this. Someone find it for me because there's something specific that she actually says in the text. When you interact with her before you beat him, it's pretty funny.
That's just so funny. Like,
I think I'm just having a thing here. Like one day we should play like in live the Pokemon too many types because it should be very very stupid. Because yeah, it's a pretty funny hack roll. So it's changing something.
yeah, look, there's different colored lights on this thing, but I don't think it's. I don't know. It's fine. I'm just gonna
So
fucking
it's
leave it
changing
like
the
that.
whole-
Okay, so we have our next question. Which fairy type has the earliest Pokédex number of all of the Kanto fairies? A.
Oh my god.
Clefairy. B. Jigglypuff. C. Mr. Mime. D. Wigglytuff.
Mr. Mime it's fairy type?
Can you say them again? The answers.
Now I'm kind of confused.
A. Clefairy. B. Jigglypuff. C. Mr. Mime. D. Wigglytuff.
I'm locked in.
I don't know. Like Mr. Mime it's fairy.
Well, if you know all the numbers, it won't even matter.
It is matter because like if he comes oh you just like what the fuck, can you repeat please?
A. Clefairy. B. Jigglypuff.
I would just go no I would just go with Clefairy because like if fuck I will go with Clefairy.
All right. A. Clefairy locked in for Bruno. B. Jigglypuff locked in for Forda. Now, the correct answer is A. Clefairy.
Oh!
Clefairy
Let's go.
is the earliest number. I don't have it written down, but I think it's number 34. I could be wrong on that,
way.
but I
Like-
think so.
Look at my reasoning. I know that Jigglypuff it's very down there because on Pokemon Stadium, if you want to select Jigglypuff, you need to like go down a lot. I was just trying to resolve between Mr. Mime and Clefairy because I didn't know who comes first between them. But my afraid was like if I select Mr. Mime and Mr. Mime was not a fairy type, I could be wrong either way. So it was safer to play on Clefairy. So it was just this. But I still think that on numbers, Mr. Mime come first. I don't know. But
I thought Jigglypuff came first.
I did.
Both of you need to look at your camera when you're speaking. Otherwise, the avatars don't work. And when I cut it, it's going to be so hard because it's just going to be a like Forda. This is what you look like most of the time, so you know.
Makes sense.
Oh no!
Makes sense.
Yeah, that's what shows. Bruno, your program is clearly better. So it works.
Yeah, no,
better,
I
but
have,
you get this stupid face, Bruno, where you go like this. You go when you like aren't looking at the
That's what
camera.
I'm
It just
thinking.
makes you go like that. So
Yeah, no. I can use
I have to look
my high
directly at the
frequency.
camera.
yeah, yours actually.
It's
works
because
good.
like it's
Yeah, it
just
does. I just have to be.
but it's
good with
because
it.
it's just tracking my eyebrow. So all of those expressions is based on my eyebrows. And when I'm just talking, they are relaxed. So I need to force a little bit to get those.
Look, I feel like I would do great with one of those avatars because I have the world's most expressive like eyebrows. Like I look like an anime character already. Like they're like so like expressive. Like
Yeah, no, this thing can track like a lot of stuff. Can track if you have a good camera, you track everything on your face. Like in my case, the expressions are getting from my eyebrows, and like the sound that I produce is getting them off. But yeah, can
that's
track a lot.
crazy. Okay, so let's see where we're at now.
Let us see.
Which fire
I'll try to be
type?
more expressive.
Oops, sorry. Which,
No.
which fire type is said to be born from an egg cloaked in lava? A. Charmander. B. Growlithe. C. Rapidash. D. Magmar. A. Charmander. B. Growlithe. C. Rapidash. D. Magmar.
My reason, it's on the name. Magmar, just
It
that.
also has a baby
That's
Pokemon
hilarious.
called Magby. So
Are we
Like, out
locked
of-
in?
Yeah, but Magby didn't exist on like Gen 1, and all of the questions are focusing on Gen 1, so yeah. At that time, Magmar comes from
That's fair.
Alex. So.
okay. Well, D, locked in.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. Correct. Magmar is
Let's
the
go.
correct answer. It has an
Let's
egg cloaked. And I
go.
tried to change it. I didn't want to say magma, so I said lava. I thought that might throw you
Yeah,
off.
no. but for the skill has a point. Like this just apply for like Gen 1. Like this change later. So because of Magby.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
There you go.
Now, let's see. Which fire type has been known to cause spontaneous forest fires when startled?
Ooh.
A. Magmar. B. Rapidash. C. Flareon. D. Charmander. Which fire type has been known to cause spontaneous forest fires when startled? A. Magmar. B. Rapidash. C. Flareon. D. Charmander.
Locked in.
Russian
Locked
Pokédex never
in.
failed.
We are locked in.
Russian Pokédex,
Okay.
guys. Russian Pokédex.
What is your reasoning, Bruno?
Because of the Russian Pokédex. Just because of that.
Does it say it in there?
Yeah, say it there that like it destroy everything and everybody. They don't hate Rapidash because of this, because they think that he's too pretty, so they just cherish him. But yeah, he put fire on everything. But the Russian Pokédex is pretty crazy.
Well, in the anime, when it runs, it leaves a trail of fire behind it.
Yeah. On the Russian
So-
Pokédex, they say that Blastoise are used to like control crowds doing like protests and those kind of stuff. So
Oh, that's pretty
it's really nice. Now get the entry over here.
And the answer is
Okay. No, I'm correct. I just wanted to make sure I didn't get something incorrect. Okay, so the answer is A. Magmar,
What?
not
What the hell?
Rapidash. Magmar is known for starting forest fires, lighting
it's
both
not.
grass and trees on fire when it becomes startled.
No, it's not.
What the... one of you guys know the number of Rapidash? Oh, I found it.
No.
Magmars
No,
don't live in the forest, though. Like, out of those Pokemon, like, Magmars live in the fucking depths of the caves in, like, volcanoes, bro. Have you ever
Look at
encountered a
this.
Magmar in the forest? Like, come on.
Have you ever?
Have you ever encountered a Magmar in the forest? Like, are they
No.
a forest-dwelling being? No. They're a
Look
cave
at
dwelling
this.
team.
Look at this.
This is some BS.
This is BS. I agree with you, but I think I will get like my source here. I will share the screen. Both me and Fortescue get the same answer, right? But I have data to back up, so I think that I should get a point. But I will show. Are you guys seeing?
The host needs to add it to the scene. I'm not the.
Yeah,
There we go.
please. Okay, this is like the Rushing.
Do Rapidash when they grow up. The ground burns under their hooves. They're always running somewhere with bulging eyes and blazing fire. People ask, where are you running? Please tell me. But they never answer. There's no end to the trouble they cause firefighters. So they're usually kept in swimming
Yeah, this
pools
is
to
what I
make
was
their
looking at.
flames go out. Rapidash swim and curse through their teeth because all they want to do is burn and gallop. Suffice it to say, they cause a lot of damage and don't have much benefit to society. But for some reason, everyone loves Rapidash and think of them as heroes and flaming freedom fighters. It'd probably be better if they stuck to warming up northern cities during cold winters, but Rapidash get bored of that. So they run in a fiery herd, neighing about freedom and happiness, and all the other Pokemon admire them and cheer, yelling, "Never change, Rapidash!" Number 79.
It's just that, so okay.
Look,
Yeah,
I
he had
didn't
some
see
of the-
anything about being known for starting forest fires. Like Magmar in the Pokédex is literally listed as spitting balls of fire that accidentally catch grass and trees on fire.
That's not a forest. He doesn't live in a. He doesn't live in a forest. Like Magmars live in caves. Can someone just do a basic Google search
Okay.
of where does Magmar live?
I don't think that's the point. I think like it literally like I will read you the Pokédex entry that made me right. Okay.
No, the Pokédex should be. It's because of that. In mine, doesn't talk about putting fire on any forest, but talk about causing damage to society. And if someone puts fire on the Amazon rainforest, it's a damage for society. So
Yeah, like
In battle, Magmar blows out intensely hot flames from all over its body to intimidate the opponent. This Pokemon's fiery bursts create heat waves so strong that it will ignite grass and trees in its surrounding areas. So when they get startled, they project such a heat wave from their body that they accidentally start forest fires. I'm gonna give it to you guys, and I'm gonna say that we're not gonna do a point for this round one way or the other because I think it's valid, like what you're saying, like it would accidentally start forest fires with Rapidash, but I am going based on what is written. And therefore, like you're making an assumption, but it's not official canon that they're known for starting forest fires, just that they're known for destroying everything. Like, and it's it's not because they get startled. Like that's the key here, right? Like what one gets startled and therefore starts the fires. But I guess Rapidash, if you scared the shit out of it and it started running around, would also start fires. So valid point.
that's why.
Okay. Now, look.
I was muted. Oh no, I didn't know. Like, yeah, the Pokédex should be the major one.
Yeah, look, I think there's I took some creative liberty with that one, so I think we can it's fine. But which Pokemon did Ash release into the wild in the Kanto region, causing an emotional goodbye? This is from the anime. Which Pokemon did Ash release into the wild in the Kanto region, causing an emotional goodbye? A. Pidgeotto. B. Butterfree. C. Charizard. D. Kingler. A. Pidgeotto. B. Butterfree. C. Charizard. D. Kingler.
Yeah, I don't know where Ash released it, like Butterfree or Charizard, but yeah, both of them are pretty emotion. C for Charizard, so yeah.
Okay. Are we locked in?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. A, Pidgeot. Incorrect. B, Butterfree. Correct. Sorry, I just wanted to fuck with
Oh
you for it.
no.
But the correct answer is B, Butterfree. He, in the anime, very emotionally releases him into the wild. Charizard is not released in the Kanto region.
Charizard's
It
never
is
released,
where?
bro. What do you mean? He can't release
No,
a Charizard.
he is. He is.
No.
Like Ash let Charizard leave with like Mrs. Charizard.
Oh. What?
Yeah, but I don't know on which region.
He goes and trains for a bit, like Ash's Charizard.
That's
for a
what
little
I
while.
thought you were talking about, was when he goes and trains.
No, because like Blaziken is also kind of releasing because he just start fighting on place. But let me check. I'm curious now.
But yeah, Butterfree leaves because he finds a female Butterfree, and then Ash is like, "Oh, they go and mate for life," and
Yeah.
then he sees and he's like, "Oh,
Yeah, it's when he's up
Pokemon."
like flying and he sees them flying together, right? With Team Rocket, like trying. Yeah.
Oh, it's on Johto for season 4, episode 32. Charizard's Burning Ambition, and it's on Johto, not on Kanto.
He still leaves
right.
though. He still leaves to go and train though for a while.
Yeah, no, Ash a lot of time just bring it back and
He just reappears to like mess up people and just. I'm gonna bring out my Charizard, level 100. Sorry, guys.
I feel like it was a story thing. Like, you
Exactly.
can't just have, like, once he got to be super strong, it just, like, defeated all the purpose of, like, growing as a trainer if you just have this, like, badass Charizard that can kill everything. Okay, let's continue. Which Pokemon helped Ash win the final battle of the Kanto Region Pokemon League? Which Pokemon helped Ash win the final battle of the Kanto Region Pokemon League? This is from the anime. A, Charizard. B, Pikachu. C, Bulbasaur. D, Mach.
Thank you for the skill. Thank you.
No way. No way that was the next question.
No, wait. I will change. It will not be fair. I will change my answer. I will not put any answer. This is for the skill. This one.
I was literally. There's no way that I was showing that exact clip.
Yeah, exactly.
It could have been a Kingler as well. Kingler was the other one that helps Ash quite a bit there. But Mach. Charizard doesn't listen to him, I don't think, at that time. I don't think. I don't think he does. From memory?
I like that you like remove it like the little thing that holds the microphone. Now you need to.
I am locked in.
Yeah, I will not answer this one for the skill deserve.
So I will say, are we? No, you need to answer, Bruno. You're assuming that Forda is
okay.
right.
Okay. Which are the options?
Okay. A, Charizard. B, Pikachu. C, Bulbasaur. D, Mach.
I will go with A.
All right. And I want you to listen to the question, both of you, very carefully. Which Pokemon helped Ash win the final battle of the Kanto Region Pokemon League?
Probably
I don't know. I'm not an anime specialist here, so yeah.
What are the answers again?
I'm gonna give you guys both a little hint here, right? Is like this would be the last battle, I believe, of the anime series, if I'm thinking about it correctly. Like not the last battle, but like the last league moment, right? So just keep that in mind.
What were the answers again?
A, Charizard. B, Pikachu. C. Bulbasaur. D. Mach.
Good old Charizard. I will not change anymore. Good old Charizard. Never.
Charizard or Pikachu?
Cheyenne tried to
I get
fuck
Charizard.
with my mind. So yeah.
It's probably Pikachu though. It's probably Pikachu. Like now that I'm saying it's probably Pikachu.
Are we locked in?
I'm locking in. And I have my reasons because as soon as I put Charizard first, you're like, I will repeat the question. So you are trying to guide me to the wrong one. I will stay with
Maybe. I was actually saying
You
that to
bone-
score them more, so be
Yeah,
careful
no, I was
here.
way
Fuck.
Mark was not right. Mark was
No, but-
fun, but he wasn't right.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
but it's Charizard. I hope that it's
It's gonna be
Charizard.
It's gonna be B.
But you're
It is
A.
B.
Yeah,
It
there
is
you
B.
go.
It
I
is
just wanted it to
B,
be Charizard.
Pikachu. If I'm recalling correctly, this was like the final big battle, right? This was like Pikachu's moment, like where because what you were watching, I do not think was the final battle in the Kanto Region League.
Nope.
Like,
No, it
yeah.
wasn't.
No,
It was like one of the
I
big
just
battles.
don't know. I just don't know. Like I'm spinning in my chair, and instead of like the character spinning, I just broke the neck.
Oh my god.
I need to be on this position. If I spin my chair, he start to die. But yeah.
Oh no. Okay. All right. Now we are getting to the end of our quiz. We only have a couple left, and you guys currently, Bruno is up by 1 point. And this is the end of this section. I do have more, but they're not quiz questions. So
Let's go.
let's see. Which of the following Pokemon is Team Rocket's mascot, always appearing in their plans to steal Pokemon? A. Meowth. B. Wobbuffet. C. Eakins. D. Coughing.
This is yeah. I don't have anything to say here. Just say.
Hey, yeah.
All right.
It's so
locked
easy
in.
that seems
A.
like a trap.
Yeah, look, I definitely put a couple easy ones in here. Just, I thought maybe something would get tripped up on them. We'll see. But yeah,
Wobbuffet could've been
A.
interesting.
Meowth.
Wobbuffet
Sorry,
is
what?
like always. Wobbuffet is like always there.
Yeah.
He always just randomly appears. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, him,
he-
Eakins, and Coughing are all like Team Rocket appearers, right?
Yeah, but Ekans and Coughing like disappear after the first season because like Team Rocket get new Pokemon. But Wobbuffet like continually comes back, but he doesn't appear always. Like he's not there at the start.
Wobbuffet.
That was so good. That was such a good noise.
It's a very good one.
Okay. Which of the original 151 Pokemon did Jessie receive from Professor Oak after a mistake was made? A. Wobbuffet. B. Bulbasaur. C. Eakins. D. Meowth.
Who received
What? Jesse?
Which of the 151 Pokemon did Jessie receive from Professor Oak after a mistake was made?
I didn't
Which
even
did
know
she?
that.
Another way to phrase this, right? Which did she accidentally receive?
Yeah. What are the options?
A. Wobbuffet. B. Bulbasaur. C. Eakins. D. Meowth.
I'm locking in.
I'm locked in too.
But I'll be very honest here. I didn't even know like Jess and Professor Oak like knew each other for to get like.
I
Pokemon from him,
think
so.
I recall the episode. It wasn't actually like Professor Oak didn't know it was Jessie, and she traded like a really good Pokemon to.
Mm,
No, it wasn't
Like-
Professor Oak.
I know that it's
No.
not Meow because Meow gets from.
It might have been Bulbasaur. I feel like it might be Bulbasaur. No, I'm changing my answer. I'm going with what's Bulbasaur?
I think it's B. B
I'm
from
going with B.
Bulbasaur.
Because Boba Fett wasn't traded from Professor Oak, and Professor Oak holds like the starter Pokemon. So
But my reason is like Boba Fett. It's kind of important for the Team Rocket, and Professor Oak actually have a bunch of Pokemon because he's the guy that explain. Like, remember he explaining how Luxray works, so and those kind of stuff, you know.
I think but I think it might have been a mistake, right? So that wasn't, and Boba Fett wasn't transferred by a mistake. It was,
Yeah,
it
but
was
like
traded.
but the mistake, it's how we understand the mistake, because like seems like the objective is to give a Bulbasaur, but he accidentally give a Boba Fett. So I'm going to this logic.
What's the answer?
She don't know as well.
No, I just
We don't
wanted
have
to
an
double
answer.
check because whenever you guys have a ton of confusion on something, I start to question myself and whether or not I accidentally like did it right.
If it's anime knowledge, don't trust on me. I just know about the game, so
Yeah, I have more anime knowledge than I have game knowledge. Forda has like equal anime and game knowledge. You have more game knowledge. Like, okay, so Professor Oak accidentally gave Jesse of Team Rocket a Wobbuffet in the Pokemon
let's
Chronicles
go.
episode titled Training Days. And that episode, which shows how Jesse, James, and Meowth first teamed up as a team at Team Rocket headquarters. They're going through their Team Rocket initiation. At one point, they're supposed to receive assigned Pokemon for training missions. Professor Oak was helping distribute the Pokemon as part of a weirdly casual partnership with the Team Rocket's admin. And he accidentally gave Jesse a Wobbuffet instead of the expected Pokemon. The mistake wasn't immediately corrected, and Jesse just kind of kept it. And that's how we ended up with Jesse's iconic, always popping out of its Pokeball, Wobbuffet.
Let's go.
I swear that's not how that
Let's
happened.
go. Yeah.
Let me check.
Look, I double checked because I thought I was wrong.
A for Boba Fett.
I thought it was a Bulbasaur for some reason. I thought it was a Bulbasaur.
Boba Fett. Wow. Just that.
Let me just double check because I don't want to.
No, what do you mean? Are you joking? Get the fuck out of here.
Okay. No, it was. That's what I'm remembering is correct. You're both correct. There's different episodes. Forda, you're gone if you can reload.
Yeah,
What?
so you like change tab. So
Yeah, I asked you not to do that. And if you want to do that, you can get a new character, but you can't do it with this character, or I'm gonna kill you. Yeah, okay, look, I will say you're actually both right. You both get a point. What I thought it was Bulbasaur because that's what I was remembering. There's but that's from the manga. It's not the main canon of the anime.
Wait.
So,
Bulbasaur, it's just on the manga.
yeah, Bulbasaur was just from the manga. So what I'm talking about is Wobbuffet from the show. In the manga, and I did say this was from the anime, so technically Bruno is getting the point here, and Forda is not. Because I did say it was from the anime, and what you're talking about with the Bulbasaur happened, but it happened in a manga edition, not the official canon of the anime.
Can I just say that Jesse also did not get across his Boba Fett by that. He traded it from a trader, Benny. It's not from. It was never from Professor Oak in the anime. Go and check. Literally go and check.
Okay,
That's why I was. Go and type in Jesse's Boba Fett. Go on Bulbapedia, and then scroll down in the anime, and he gets it from a trainer. From a trainer. It's never from Professor Oak.
Nope. It is from Professor Oak in the Pokemon Chronicles anime episode titled Training Days.
Can I share my screen? Because I'm literally...
You absolutely
You
crazy.
have the number of the episode, right? We can just check.
Yep, Training Days. Let's see. I'm just gonna put the name of the episode in here because I don't have the number of it, but I have the name. All right, it's in the chat.
Look.
While you guys do that, I'm just gonna, make sure I don't die.
But check here, look. Jesse's Wobbuffet. Wobbuffet originally belonged to a trainer named Benny. In Tricks of the Trade, Benny was searching for someone to trade Wobbuffet with for a stronger Pokemon at the Pokemon swap meet in Palmpona. He was not successful at first, though a trainer with a Standler seemed to like his offer, but then bailed for a Hoot-Hoot at the last minute. Jesse's Pokeball, containing her Lickitung, accidentally fell into the trade machine. Instead, when she crashed into it, unbeknownst to her, Lickitung got swapped for Wobbuffet.
I should not do this here because I will be losing a point, but I just checked on ChatGPT and ChatGPT agree with for the skill. It's saying about this episode like the 146, and also it's saying that Professor Oak never give a Wobbuffet to Jesse.
Where is this from? I'm honestly shocked by this canon that I am being told.
This canon.
It never mentions Professor Oak. I was a lonely little kid. The only thing I had was Pokemon.
Oh my god, that's so sad, man.
So hot. Me too.
So that's that. I'm going to refresh my screen. I'm going to stop sharing this for now and refresh so I can come back and gloat with my avatar. Thank you very much.
Just give me a second.
Aura now.
You're getting serious.
I'm aura maxing. Professor Oak never interacted with Team Rocket. That seems the most heinous thing I've ever heard of. Like giving them Pokemon.
What the fuck was I remembering?
What were you checking? This is my next question. Is your source?
Oh yeah, no, I checked it. I don't know what I was remembering when I wrote this. I just tried to check it with ChatGPT, and ChatGPT told me I was right.
Yeah, but ChatGPT will tell you you're right about anything. I was asking ChatGPT about Pokemon cards and whether or not you can accurately weigh them, and you can't. I mean, you can to a certain degree, but it was wrong. And I had to correct it, and then it was like, oh, I'm sorry. I realized I was incorrect.
I don't know.
What do you mean? It's there, plain and simple, for everyone to read. The first thing, if you type in Jesse's Wobbuffet, it brings that up. You don't even need to ask ChatGPT.
No, but
A simple.
Episode, I'm telling you, of the Japanese anime where this happens.
But we would. I didn't think so.
I didn't ask what you thought. I told you.
Yeah, but you can't prove it, and I've just proven my point. So right now, I have cold hard facts, and you have your quote-unquote memory here.
Yeah.
So.
Memory more than your full hard facts based on history, to be honest.
The facts, they do not lie.
Regardless, we're going to move on, and we're going to count that as a no point round until I get an answer to this, and later we might revoke it. Well, if my question was incorrect, Professor Oak doesn't give anything is what you're saying, so both answers are wrong, regardless of what you answered.
Yeah, but I think I just get the point for actually correcting the question master, who's supposed to be master of the facts.
Have you
The
ever watched
question master.
Taskmaster? Do you think like by like correcting the host that you're gonna get points because like
Yes,
you
'cause it
clearly
never
don't know how
happens on the
game shows
game.
work?
Yes, because if it happened on the actual show, they'd be very embarrassed.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay, we are gonna move on now to section 2. For this part, I am going to be screen sharing as I go. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Now, let's see. You guys can see, yes?
Yes.
Okay,
Yep.
I just have to minimize this. How do I make this go away? Do I just have to do it full screen? Okay. Can you guys see?
We can.
Okay, good. Okay, now okay. All right. We are going to go through and do Who's That Pokemon. The way this works is you get 1 point for every right answer, but there is no like writing your answer down. You're just going to yell your answer out, and whoever gets it first wins. Okay?
Oh,
Okay.
All right. So, you ready?
Yep.
Who's that Pokemon?
a fairy.
Clefairy.
Oh, that was definitely Bruno.
What?
He yelled that so fast, and he doesn't even speak English perfectly. He like had that out so fucking quick. You should have the advantage here. Okay, who is that
my God.
Pokemon?
Jigglypuff.
That's a fucking weird one. I just didn't guess myself, honestly. It looks weird, right?
Yeah, it looks really weird.
Yeah, it's the old one.
I like it.
Okay, who's that Pokemon?
Robot Ponytail.
Happy Dash.
That's a
see.
Ponytail.
It has too much flames.
That's a
Fuck,
Ponyta.
it's Ponyta.
Good job. All right, let's see. Who's that Pokemon?
Krabby. Kingler. Kingler.
Crab? Kingler. Oh, fuck, yeah.
Kingler.
Good job.
He's too big. He's too big. He's got the big claw.
Yeah. Yeah, I just said because I saw a crab, but it was too late.
Okay. Who's that
Ninetales.
Pokemon? Ooh.
Ninetales. Fuck. For the skill, it's Gary.
Yeah, he didn't like losing. He really shaped up fast there.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if there's any more, but who's that Pokemon?
Gessly.
Gessly.
Oh, Forda made up some fucking ground here, taking the lead.
Oh no, but
by
it was
1
together.
point.
This one. We said at the same time.
No.
No.
All I know is what I hear, and I know that Forda said it first that time.
Fuck.
All right. Now, for our last part here, we are going to go through scenarios.
Ooh.
So, let me throw out a scenario, and I am going to be the judge here. So, I am not going to give an answer. I am going to give you a real world scenario of something that could happen. And Bruno, put a username back in case I need it for cutting also. But I'm going to give a real world scenario where you guys, or actually even like you guys can put your answer there. It's up to you as long as there's something there. But I'm going to give you a real world scenario of something that will happen, and you guys have to give me which Pokemon would solve the problem. We are only going to do Pokemon from the first 3 generations, so roughly 1 through 300. And no using Pokemon that are legendary Pokemon that have like unlimited, like, you know, no using ridiculous things. I will just veto. I'm the judge here. So if it's ridiculous and not a real solution, I will veto it. But I'm going to read you.
Okay.
Look at the anger in Florida. Okay. So, real life scenario 1. Let's see. All right.
Wait. Just to understand the criteria, like you will, the one that you like more the answer, it will get the point.
Yeah, it's completely subjective based on what I like. So,
Oh dear.
here are your answers accordingly.
Oh dear.
Okay.
All right.
Jurassic Park, Harry Potter. I already answered. Give me all the points. It's what you like. Give me all the points. So yeah.
Okay, an unexpected blizzard hits when you're in your car and you are stranded, covered in snow in the middle of the road. What Pokemon helps you get out of this situation?
Original 151.
I would say first 3 generations, roughly the first 300. Some subjective.
Like for me to be Magmar for 2 reasons. First, he can like melt the stuff, and if this is not enough to get the car from there, he's strong enough to help me like push the car to a better place, and I will not froze to death because I have a Magmar by my side. So
I would just take a Mama Swine, probably drag the car, and then you can also keep warm in its fur.
Okay, look, I think there are advantages and disadvantages here with each answer. Bruno, a Magmar is great, but also throws balls of fire fairly unpredictably and could accidentally throw a ball of fire at your car and make it
wait. Why he throws unpredictable? He's my. I'm not.
I'm aware. He throws balls of fire and they're pretty big, and the heat is so bad that it catches things like grass and trees on fire, so it could overheat your engine of your car, and then your car stops.
But why? No, wait. I have 2 points. First, why he's blasting? I'm not ordering. And second, my car is already broke. He cannot like burn the engine. You said that my car is already broke. I'm using him to melt the snow and then drag my car because the car is not working at all.
Look, I think,
but he cannot like just throw fire stuff.
Yeah, but I feel like he wouldn't do very well, right? Like, I guess you're right. I guess one of his weaknesses isn't ice, it's water. So he would be okay. He would blast. Okay. Valid point. Now, Forda, I like your argument here with picking something that is like a mammoth, right? Like it's going to protect you. That's its natural environment. So it probably has no problems walking and things like that. I think it's a valid argument. I think the thing about staying warm in its fur, like I don't know that I'm gonna back you up on that because you would have to get out of your car, right? Like I like Bruno's idea of radiating heat maybe around the car, but the Magmar Bruno burns with the lava level heat. So when he goes to push your car, he's going to literally melt through your car.
Unlucky.
Yeah,
unlucky.
So I think point goes to Fortescue here.
Thank you.
I also came up with what I think are the correct answers to these since I had time to actually go through and think about it. I think Mag Cargo is the actual answer here because it's a flaming slug and it could just literally go in front of your car and your car could just roll behind it, right? Like you know, if you're stuck in this, I think it's a solution. But
I disagree on that. It's a slug. How slow is that thing going? You'll be in the blizzard for about 10 years. Like Mama Swine, I'll be out in a day.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think you get the point here. I'm giving you the point. All right.
Okay.
Next scenario. Let's see. You're stuck in a collapsed subway tunnel after an earthquake. Forda, let's start with you this time.
Oh, that's the answer. That's the question. Just this.
Yeah. What do you do? What
No,
Pokemon do you use?
Sandashuru, man. It would just dig a way out for me. Like it's the special.
I would take Excadrill.
So we have Sandshrew or Excadrill. What's your argument for Sandshrew?
Yeah, because it's the specialty, like making the
Too small, bro.
jigging holes.
Too small, bro.
Yeah, jigging holes, but he's like not that big, so he can like jig some tunnels for me, and it do not damage the structure even more for like everything just falling down to my head, you know. So it's just a tiny hole just for me and him to pass and go out very quickly, like without damaging more the situation, you know.
So you're just
That's
gonna
something
leave
good
all
to
the other
fuck it up.
passengers behind, and he's gonna take you
No,
out.
can go first. You didn't put that has more people over there.
Well, you're stuck in a
Second,
collapsed
they can
subway
follow
tunnel.
me.
Wait, you thought you were the only person in the subway
You
tunnel?
never get a subway with you. It was just you.
Well, at
This
least the
sometimes
train
happens.
driver
But like,
is there, right? The subway driver, like
no, but they can follow me. I will not block. Like they can follow, but it's a human size hole, not like a giant tunnel that can destroy everything. You know.
All right.
They can follow me. I will not block.
Forda, argument for
Well, Excadrill is a steel type, and his name is Excadrill. So he excavates and drills, right? He is the mining Pokemon. He's known to mine, and he can also protect like people from rocks that fall down. Even if I get caved in, he can literally just stand there with his arms above his head.
Can I be the one turning down your answer?
Impossible.
Because he's a 5-gen Pokemon, not a
You're
3rd
right,
gen.
actually.
Oh, disqualification for not knowing what generation is. Oh. All right. I guess Bruno gets the point with this one, just based on disqualification.
Oh my god.
You got to follow the rules. Like this is the Hunger Games. May the odds be in your favor, but follow the rules or we'll kill you. That's what I learned.
We're just taking Dugtrio then.
Oh my god.
Just because he's funny.
Oh my
and he has 3 heads. And he says Dugtrio, Trio, Trino, 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 Trino.
All right. Let's see. A citywide blackout happens during a heat wave. A citywide blackout happens during a heat wave.
You can go first. This one
I'm
first.
thinking.
I got less too, so
I'm thinking.
Yeah, look at his face. That's his thinking face. It looks painful and angry.
I'm going through the Mons now. Hang on. A citywide blackout, and there's a heat wave. Oh.
Bruno's face looks so scary right now. It looks like he has no eyes when he looks
Can
to
I
the
ask
side.
questions about this blackout?
Yeah, you can ask me anything you want.
Can this blackout be restored? Like, can the power be restored?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
so
it can be restored. There's damage to the electrical systems from the heat, and that's why the blackout is occurring.
well, that makes it more complicated. Am I trying to survive the blackout? Am I trying to restore power? What am I trying to do here? Because I could. This one's tricky. That won't work. I need some more time to think about this because my first thought was go Electabuzz and just restore the power. Like that guy is literally a conductor. Like, have you seen his head? He has 2 little things on top of his head. He's like you just hold onto the bars and restore power for the whole city, and then fantastic. But it doesn't solve the heat though. If the power's going out because of the heat, I mean, it doesn't really solve that. So But I got nothing else.
Okay, I'm back. Okay. I didn't get your answer for the skill.
I said an Electabuzz because I would just restore the power. It doesn't solve the heat.
Like I don't know. I will get like a Torkoal because like it's heat and it's also cold, you know. So we can get energy for like cold stuff. Like at least in Brazil, it's pretty common when we don't get like energy. They're like, oh, let's start with like the cold stuff for getting energy, you know. So it's heat and energy at the same time.
But it's already really hot, Bruno. That's part of the problem. So you're gonna get
it's hot. It's already hot. Oh, I
a
didn't know about this
citywide
part.
blackout happens during a heat wave.
Oh, okay. No, sorry, I didn't know about that. In this case, I will get an executor because I can get like some shadow for me. It's too. If the sun is too hot, I can use as a shadow. And if I get hungry, I can just get one of the eggs and just eat. You know. So yeah.
They are not. Whoa. I think that first we just need to check some lore here, and
you can't.
Bruno, you need to really just. They're not eggs. They're not eggs. They're not. They're seeds that look like eggs.
Yeah, but I can eat, right? They're edible. Like a lot of Pokémons are edible.
Yeah.
Why I cannot?
No,
eat?
you can eat them. They're just not eggs.
That's my point.
That's like one of the most common misconceptions.
No, okay. I can eat the seeds. It's not a problem. Like it will protect me for the sun, and I can eat if I have. And of course, there's a lot of water inside that thing. If I need to kill to drink the water.
Okay, look, I am giving Forda the point here because that is like the worst answer ever.
No. You are just afraid of the truth. You're just afraid of the truth. I would survive with that thing at least. Like it's pretty tall, right? It's like I don't know, like 1.5 meters, 2 meters. Like I could survive at least 2 weeks without lighting a heat with that. I have food, I have water, I have like shadow for me. It's perfect. It's perfect. You are afraid of the truth.
Okay.
It's that. So.
Forda wins and gets the point. He restored power for everybody, which Forda, by default, right? The heat wave is going to kind of go away. You can use AC if the power is back on, right? So you restored power to the whole city.
Restore?
With Electabuzz.
Yeah, but Electabuzz, it's electrician. Like he knows how to make
but
he can produce. He can produce light, right? It's different.
No, he's like a walking generator. So like he can just go around and like as he walks around, everybody's electricity would come back on theoretically. Like
theoretically, I don't know if it's like this that works.
I'm not sure if that works.
All I know, no. All I know is Bruno said that he chose his Pokemon so that he could slowly kill it, consuming its insides and babies while everyone else in the city died. Forda gets the point.
Yeah.
Whether
probably everyone will just die like for the skill will have like a shining point over the street. The lights off, nobody will return because this do not make sense. Like my phone, if my phone has battery, he does not restore my house. So this not make sense. So and even if I got a generator, I need to plug this generator. I need to know how to use the generator. So this do not make sense. This is unfair, but yeah, I would survive. You guys gonna die.
My Electabuzz will be fine. Sorry about
that. I would survive. God. Hard times, guy. Hard times, hard decisions.
Okay. One more. Okay. You are playing a VR game and get trapped inside the VR game.
Oh no, isekai question.
What Pokemon do you choose to help you?
Trapped inside a VR game.
Which type of game?
Think like Ready Player One.
Okay, so it's kind of techy game. It's not a okay. I need to eat inside the game.
I think
I'm not planning on eat the Pokemon again. I'm not planning on eat the Pokemon again.
I think you should stop trying to consume the Pokemon as the solution.
No, I'm not doing this time. I'm not doing this. Don't worry.
I think you're hungry. I think that's just where your head went. You were like, I'm gonna need to eat inside the video game.
Yeah, no problem. Because like, okay, no, because I will not eat. Because like Mr. Mind should be a good option if I need to eat like no salty stuff. But
wait, why would Mr. Mime be good if you need to eat? Oh, because he cooks. Like he's like a housekeeper.
He cooks, he cleans. Yeah, exactly. So if I need to eat, I need someone who knows how to make a food.
Just bring a tube of Caterpillar. You'll be fine.
Exactly. So someone that can hold Caterpillar for me. But like,
I would just take Alakazam and get out of there with his telepathy.
Okay, but I
don't have to be trapped anymore. I don't have to be trapped anymore. Bye. You guys can stay stuck.
Yeah, but I don't think you're physically trapped in the game is the thing,
that's
right?
Why I use Alakazam.
If you are a game, you're mentally trapped.
That's why I use Alakazam. Because then he can mentally get me out of there.
I think in this case I will get Mr. Mime because I don't want to get out of the game. That's the point. If I just like mentally and not physically, I want to be there. And Mr. Mime will take care of my body on the real world, you know? So it will make all the stuff that my body needs for me to survive.
How is Mr. Mime take care of your body?
Cool, player number one, right? No, like it will put like those syringes, put like stuff for me to survive, you know? It can be like my nurse. It will be my nurse, Mr.
He's
Mike,
in the thing
while
with
I'm
you.
living the dream inside a game.
He's in with you. He's in the VR with you.
No, I just said which is gonna get you out of this, or which is gonna make you okay. And I think Bruno's answer is fucked up, but it works. It is so fucked up, but it works.
You guys are just afraid of the truth.
Look, I think there's a correct answer to this one that I wrote down before I gave you guys the question. And for me, it was Porygon or Porygon 2. Depending on which you're choosing, right? It's made completely of code, so it's able to go in and change whatever source files you need to like be able to get out of it. Like that was my thought. But I think Bruno's gets a point, honestly, because it was so fucking terrifying. It's so fucking terrifying, the idea of Bruno, like Ready Player One, trapped in a game, and Mr. Mime is just like sponge bathing him. Look, I'm the judge here. I'm giving Bruno a point for that one.
Alakazam.
Thank you.
Which I will say, you guys, we are currently, Bruno has 22 points and Fortescue has 23 points.
Ooh.
This will be the final question. So whoever gets and we will have a tiebreaker if Bruno wins, but this is the final question. So, all right. You accidentally enter a hot tub time machine and end up in the Jurassic era. Which Pokemon do you bring or use or do something with?
I'm thinking.
You actually put Jurassic Park on the questions. That's impressive.
Of course. I always find a way. And Jurassic Park is not actually taking place in the Jurassic era, just for the record. So, you know, dinosaurs in the Jurassic era actually aren't as prominent as we thought.
I would take Kabutops.
That was
because he's prehistoric Pokemon. He would just slice anything that comes near me.
Yeah, I would get Tyranitar because he's a dinosaur and he's pretty tough, so he can actually try to speak on the other dinosaurs like, don't kill, it's my son, don't kill my son. And if no one like gets, it's a fucking Tyranitar. He can just like fight for me. So yeah, but yeah, I think Tyranitar will have a pretty good relationship with the other one because he's also a dinosaur.
Yeah, you're gonna win this because of the relationship with the dinosaurs, and that's probably what Memento likes.
Well, what's funny about this, to be 100% honest, is I wrote down as my answer to the question what Forda said, because I thought the same thing. I thought like my reasoning behind this, right, was that Tyranitar is a Jurassic Park, like he's a modern day like dinosaur, if that makes sense, right? He didn't come from that time. Kabutops is a fossil that is resurrected. So he actually existed back then and probably knows how to survive. That was my reasoning behind it. I do love the answer of Tyranitar, though, to be honest. But I think Kabutops would know. Like, I think he'd be able to cut things down and make a shelter for you also. Like,
Dang.
he'd be able to, like, slice shit and, like cut you plants and, like...
Anyone comes near you, he has swords for hands, bro.
But I just want to understand why Tyranitar cannot do the same.
He doesn't have hands,
He has!
Bro.
Yeah, like...
he has, like, pretty fucking sharp claws. He can slice everything as well.
That's what it would look like.
No, his arm. He actually has elbows. Like his arms is kind of big. It's not that short.
All right, look,
he's not a Tyrannosaurus.
I am purely going to go off of like Jurassic Park theory here, which is that they constantly, Michael Crichton in the books talks about how one of the Tyrannosaurus Rexes that exists in Jurassic Park would never be able to survive in the time of the dinosaurs because it's not a real dinosaur. It's something else that just looks like a dinosaur. Kabutops is a resurrected fossil. So I'm giving the point to Forda because he would know what to eat. He would know how to like survive. He would know all of that.
But can I make a question? Like Kabutops is a fossil of that time? If he is a fossil of other time?
No, he's a fossil.
Like, how do you know? Because we have a plenty of fossil Pokemon. No, it's actually a question. Someone speak on the chat. I cannot.
Hi, Death King. Welcome. We're having a very intense debate right now about Pokemon.
Yeah, no, but my point is like this: is from the Jurassic period, like Kabutops? Can you know because it's a fossil Pokemon? Can be from each period, even the same as Tyranitar. That's my point here.
I'm looking it up.
It was pretty crazy the day we are on this crazy Pokemon quiz for a time now, and yeah, I'm almost winning, but I think I'm gonna lose. So.
Okay, right. Kabuto is based on a horseshoe crab. Horseshoe crabs have existed for fucking ever through most, like they just don't die. They've existed forever. Like so I'm going to go with yes, it absolutely did exist. I mean, there's an argument here that I will kind of give you, Bruno, which is like, did that fossil that we're talking about exist then? Maybe, but I think we have to lock it in. You don't watch Pokemon, dude. Don't break my heart. Oh, just yelling at people. But I think I just scared people away. I just yelled. But okay, I'm giving the point to Forda, which leaves the final score at 24 to 22.
Oh no!
And
it was almost.
Look, we know I'm unbiased because I yell at Forda the most out of everyone. If I was gonna let anyone win, it wouldn't be him. Like
no, it was fair and square. It was fair and square. I tried to fight to all the points. So yeah.
Look, I think those were good arguments though that we had, like as far as these scenarios.
Yeah, no.